Joining us from Manhattan is Rabbi Uriel Vigler of Chabad Manhattan and BeLev Echad. Shalom.
Shalom, Yoni.
Tell us about your preparations for Pesach.
So how are we preparing for Pesach? Yeah, we're very busy right now. You know, there's for the last 2 years, we weren't able to host a public Seder. And we're very excited to be back, to be able to host a Seder for, I've hosted public Sederim. My first one was in the Ukraine, in Shepetovka, about 30 years ago. And I've hosted every single year since, besides for the last 2 years of COVID. So we're very excited to be back. We have about 100 Israelis coming for the Seder Pesach. By the way, if anybody wants to still book, we still have some room. You can go on to www.chabadic.com/Seder and please make your reservation. We're giving out a lot of matzah shmura. So everybody can have matzah for the Seder. Obviously, we're making sure everybody in the community is selling their chametz as well. That's another big component. And of course, we're giving out ma'ot chitin to hundreds of families, people who can't afford the Seder Pesach. So, we're giving them as well so that they can afford it.
And we mentioned BeLev Echad. You're also helping IDF's wounded soldiers.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks have been very, very busy for us. We have an organization called BeLev Echad, which helps severely wounded IDF soldiers. So, we have a center in Israel where they come and a home for them, literally. From the time a soldier is injured, our team, our staff is there in the hospital, visiting them, giving them whatever they need. And we take a soldier from the rehabilitation until they are totally rehabilitated. So for the last few weeks, we hosted 12 wounded soldiers for a beautiful trip to New York, giving them everything New York has to offer. And then after this, we did another 12 soldiers to Miami. Breakfast and dinners and events. They went to schools, their Shabbat dinners, 90-foot yachts, jet skis, whatever Miami and New York has to offer. Helicopter rides, we gave it to our soldiers. And it's really, this is the message of Pesach. Pesach, Yetziat Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim comes from the word Meitzarim Ugvulim, which means constraints and limitations. The whole idea of Pesach is going out of our constraints, out of our boundaries, to liberate ourselves in a spiritual sense. And a wounded soldier, first of all, the Lubavitcher Rabbi called him or her Metsuyanei Tzahal, not handicapped, not Nechei Tzahal, but exceptional soldiers. But more than that is a soldier who's going out of himself, who's healing himself, is liberated. That is the greatest thing that you could do for a wounded soldier. So these trips are literally a lifeline for our soldiers. They receive love, and more love from our community, and it really helps them go out of themselves. There's a soldier who was just here in Miami. His name is Roy. He was injured in November 2016 when a terrorist threw a cinder block on him and his paratrooper brigade. And his hand is injured so badly, he has what's called CP. It's tremendous pain when you just touch the hand. And I asked him to put on tefillin. He put on tefillin on his hand, on his head, and every step of the way, like literally it's painful when he puts on tefillin. And he said the Shema Yisrael is like his hand is so holy. It's kedusha permeating him. He's being liberated from Mitzrayim. Every second that he's putting on tefillin is so much pain. It's just incredible. And then there were a couple of other soldiers, soldiers with PTSD. Some of the soldiers don't go out. It's so hard for them because of the PTSD. They don't go out of their houses. So bringing them to Miami, to New York, it allows them to go out, to do something beyond what's the norm for them. It's just incredible, incredible experience for them.
Tell me, please, about your feelings, your thoughts following the shooting in the Brooklyn subway.
Yeah, so New York has been in the news, unfortunately. A despicable terrorist shot 29 people on a Brooklyn subway in Sunset Park. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And obviously people are afraid. But I think the message is, the power of light, of goodness, is infinitely greater than the power of darkness. So if a despicable terrorist can sow so much fear and panic into so many people by one despicable incident, by shooting 29 people, can you imagine how much goodness and kindness and light and inspiration you can bring to the world by doing a mitzvah? One person with one act sows so much fear and panic. You today with one mitzvah can literally spread light and change the world, transform the world, because that light, a mitzvah, has a ripple effect across the universe. So go wherever you are today, give out shmura matzav to another Jew, experience the Leil HaSeder, put on tefillin, light Shabbat candles, do a mitzvah, and you will literally transform the world.
Rabbi Uriel Vigler, Chabad Manhattan and BeLev Echad, thank you very much. Chag Sameach.
Chag kasher v'sameach.